Hello and welcome to another episode of Sky Odyssey with NHarmzWay Gaming. Today is episode 23 and we are going to work on some ME. We're going to get started at least on some ME. As you saw, I just bought a charged Certus crystal. We are going to take that, our Certus crystal, our redstone, and our nether quartz in to make 2 fluix crystals. They do have EMC, so we're going to make a lot of them. As you can see over here, I made some sky stone, but in order for it to work, we've got to put it in the furnace and then put it in our system. Now with these two things, we're going to do quite a bit. The first thing that we need to do is probably our end goal today is making an ME controller, for which we're going to need engineering processors and some pure fluix crystals. In order to get pure fluix crystals, we have to do the fluix seed with glowstone. To get the fluix seed, we need to add fluix dust with sand. So let's go make some fluix dust. We can put this in our sag mill, or we can put this in our crusher. Oh, we can't put it in our crusher. I mean, we can put it in there, but it's not going to do anything. Okay, let's see if the sag mill will do it. There's our fluix dust. Okay. So yes, the sag mill did do it. Put this in here, add some sand. And then put the resulting seed in there. And then we can get a bunch of the seeds with growth chambers. Okay, so let's look at growth chambers. They are they not? Okay, so I'm looking at applied energistics. But let's look at the actual growth chambers. We actually want this one. And in order to get that one, we're going to need these. So what we're actually looking for is a fluix block, which can be that. Do we have quartz glass? We do. What we don't have is ME glass. So ME glass is here, which requires quartz fiber. There we go. For a second I was like, what the heck? I should have everything for that. I do have everything for it, I just wasn't clicking it right. So now we should be able to get 6 of these. It doesn't matter, I didn't need to do it like that. And 1 of these, give this a little power. I'm not sure. I'm thinking that I'm going to put my ME system still here where this stuff is. But for now, let's put that there. Let's get a flux point. No. Yes, a flux point. I think that's right. Oh, this is a plug. That's not right. I didn't want a plug, I wanted a point. No wonder it wasn't working right for me. NHarmzWay network. Alright, so put that in there, and over time this will grow. Okay. So like I said, our end goal today, we did that one yesterday. Our end goal today is to get at least the controller working. up and running. So we've got the sky stone, we're making the pure fluix crystals. We need to make an engineering processor. So in order to make that, we're going to have to make the presses. So that's going to be silicone around a diamond. So there's the first one. And all of the presses should be here. Okay, so that was the engineering press. Here's the calculation press. Here's the logic press, which the logic press doesn't require a charged, just requires a Certus crystal. So apparently I have not broken down a Certus block and put it back in the system. There we go. Now one of these here gives us that press. I don't want the naming press, but the silicon press we're going to need as well. So there we go, all 4 presses. The presses don't work unless you have an inscriber, and there it is right there, an inscriber. So back to 1, we're going to need, I want the advanced inscribers, so from AE stuff, I want these. So that's an inscriber plus engineering processors. So we're going to actually need a couple of these. The problem with these is that they only go, we'll place one here, one. Oh, does that not take power from it? So I need the engineering press. I'm going to need the silicon press. We're going to need the calculation press and the logic press. So at some point we're going to need all 4 of them, so we might as well get 4 of these set up. Putting these in line with stuff that is already powered should power everything in the line. So this having power should push power to all of these. We are going to need, so each of these has a use. We're going to need some pure crystal, which is going to take Certus quartz dust. We're going to need diamond, we're going to need gold, we're going to need silicon. So we're going to need Certus quartz dust. Let's see if the crusher will crush this one. It won't. So we're going to do it again, interrupt our sag mill. Crush all of those. I think the rest of those probably, we only got 40 out of them. I wonder where the rest went. Okay, not a big deal. That has EMC, we'll put that in there. We'll take this and make seeds from it. Okay, put those in our those have EMC. Pure ones probably don't, so let's get a stack of those like we did here, and let's put these here. So silicone here, logic, calculation, engineering, and we're going to need redstone for each of those. And I'm going to make 64 of each. We're going to need gold and diamond. Okay, so diamond's going to go with the engineering press. No power. Alright, so what we need is energy acceptor. Put that there so it gets energy, and then fluix or glass cable should get us energy to each of these. There we go. We can only do these one at a time. So this one is the calculation press, which is these guys here. This one is that one. And we need silicone still. Okay. So once we have a lot of these, I'll come back and we will put them together how we need them for our setup. So I'll see y'all in a minute. Alright guys, we're back. So I did several of each. What we're going to do now is place a couple of them in this new one. As you can see, I made some more so that I get more of them put together at a time. And all you need to do once you get to this point with them, so we've got all four of them. We've got our setup here, and we've got silicone, so you put one, and a silicone in. So one circuit, one redstone, one silicone, and it will put them together like you want it to. And that's what we're looking to do. Okay, so now we were going to make the advanced inscriber. Because with that one we can just put them all in. That needs 2 engineering presses and an inscriber. So we don't want that. From here we want these. 1, 2. Now the difference between this and the ones that we have up here is that with this one I can put the whole stack in and it will just run them as it goes. So we can make more of them with what's left in this stack. See, every time we get 2 more, we can make another one and start a new stack. So let's take this one off. And put, well, okay, the problem that I have is that I'm going to need some of these. Not going to be quite enough, but we can pull these, make our third one. And so ultimately what we want is 5 of them. Okay, that didn't work like I wanted it to. Ultimately, like I said, what we need is 5 of them. So we want 1 for each of the 4 plates and 1 to put it all together. And what we will do with them is be able to continue making whichever one of these we want. For now, we'll put them together like this and let them work. So all of our engineering processors are done. So let's take our engineering press. Oh, not where I wanted that to go. Take our engineering press, take our calculation press, take our logic press. So engineering is the diamonds. We have to take these out. Engineering is a diamond. We can lock it. And we want diamonds to go in it, and it'll make all 48 of those. So we are one shy here. This one will be our logic. And that means that this one, we are one silicone away from being where we not want to be. Take that away, put the calculation back here, put that here. So now these are going to make those presses. Once those are done, then they would come to, I could put, this one would be our fourth one, and this would be just straight silicone. And these can have upgrades for speed over here, acceleration cards, so that they would go faster. As of right this second, we don't quite need that. And then our fifth one, well, I'll get that in a second, would be here, and all it would be doing is putting stuff together for us. So to automate this, you just put into each of these what needs to go into it, and then everything goes into this one. You can do it with or without filters. I will show you automation for them later when we actually get the need to automate them for crafting. They're not that hard to automate. But now we've got a couple of each. So let's put the basic inscribers away, put our extra silicon, put our ruby up here, our sapphire here. Okay, and I made this earlier thinking that I was going to need it for, so let me show you what I made since last time. So we've made the tier 3, we've made the tier 4, and because of the difficulties I had getting these two to connect to that one, I made the tier 5 up here. And this was the last one that I made, so let's see where it's at. It's finally full. So each of these should be full, since that one is. That one's full. That one's full. That one's full. This one's full. So all of our storage there is full, and our storage here should also be full. So we've got plenty of buffer energy in the network right now to continue working stuff in the network. Our goal was to get to the controller today, right? So let's build the controller. It requires one engineering press and a sky stone. And of course it put all of the wrong stuff in here. And 4 of the fluics. And that gives us a controller. Now the cool thing about the controller is that now we have it. So in order to actually expand our ME system, we're going to need, and what I'm going to do is take these out of here, take this off of here, we are going to put the energy acceptor there, the ME controller here, and we're going to need to put another. I'm going to change this around. They're going to end up going probably around the corner, but for now I'm going to need another ME cable to connect to our controller. So now everything's connected again, and as you can see, all of these work, and you can put the whole stack in it. So that's one of the things that I like. We can grab all of these. We're not going to process them right this second, but we will process them in a little bit once this is all done. Okay, so we've got our ME controller. Now let's look at disk drives. ME drive. That's going to do 2 ME glass cables, 2 engineering, and we're almost out of engineering again. So that's our ME drive. This will be our storage. We can put this anywhere, and remember I had said if it's connected, if they are adjacent to each other, then energy will flow through them, so we can put that there, and now these guys should all get energy again. Although you can't tell that because, so I want to put that, and that in here, and let those build up some more. So now that we've got the drive up there, and you can see it's working because energy is flowing through this ME cable to it. The controller can handle 32 channels per side. We're not there yet, but are there dense smart cables? There are. So this is how we will connect everything, through dense smart cables. That way we can do 32 channels on one cable. We're going to need more controllers. As you can see, we're back to the infinity stuff here, so those will come up over time as we need them. I want to put more of these and more of these in here. Okay, so discs, discs. You can do 1K discs. We're going to need 1K components to get to, that is, charged SerDes quartz or pure SerDes quartz, a logic processor, and redstone. We only have 2 of the pure SerDes quartz. Were they here? Let's see. I need 4 of them, so we need that there. And we're going to add these here. So we could get 17 right now. And let's put some more in there. This is something that because they don't have EMC, we're going to have to build a lot of these. So it's just a matter of putting them in here and building them and letting them go. So 17, let's see, we need 3 per 4K. So let's go 15 of them will give us 5 drives. 1, 2, 3. So that'll give us the 4K. So let's go to the use on these. To get the 4K, we're going to need calculation processors, redstone. We're actually going to want these here. And calculation processors. So that'll get us 5 4Ks, of course. So that'll get us all 5 of those. And then we can put these in a storage cell. Which we can do through this process. I love how it grabs the wrong thing. So that's all 5 of them. Put them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I normally use 64K, but since almost everything we're going to do is going to be out of our EMC, and all we're going to store in here is those things that don't have EMC, I think it best that we stay with 4K, because you can do 63 types and 4K worth of each. So 4K of 63 types. It's not 4K of each type, but like I said, I usually do 64K, and I might actually upgrade to 64K storage. But that requires us to go from this step up to this step up to the 64. To this step. So, okay, so that's a basic ME system. We don't have the crafting yet. So let's look at applied energistic. We need a crafting terminal, which should be, there we go, on this page. So we need a crafting terminal. To get a crafting terminal, we need an ME terminal, which means we need an annihilation and a, yeah, see, I'm not going to like it continuing to do that. So, crafting, ME. So we need fluix, logic, and nether quartz. Fluix, logic, and nether quartz. Fluix, nether quartz, and logic processor, which of course we don't have any. So back to here, we need silicone. We're going to need to kick out some silicone because I'm pretty sure, oh, we have a little bit left. 6 of them we can make right now, so let's do that. We can make 1 right now. That's the annihilation core. The other core was the formation core, which is a Certus quartz, a fluix, and a logic processor. So we're going to need another logic processor. We have the fluix. We're not going to use that anymore. We're going to use this one. And actually, we're not going to use that one. We're going to use, since it has EMC, we're going to use a Certus from that style. There we go. Alright, so now we have 1 of each of those. And we need an illuminated panel. And we need calculation press, logic processor, and the illuminated panel. So illuminated panel, logic processor, annihilation core, formation core. There's the ME terminal. To get it to be a crafting terminal, we need a calculation press and a crafting table. Calculation press. There we go. Now this can be put anywhere that you have a line on the system. I'm just going to throw it right, okay, not on the top. You actually need a line. I'm going to put it here for now. And that's online, and now we have the capability of putting stuff in the system. And that's what we'll do. Anything that does not have EMC, as you can see, none of these do. I'm going to hold that back out. But anything that does not have EMC, we have here, and we can now craft them. I like this to go sort by number of items, with the most on top, and now we can do our crafting through here. Actually, not right this second. We've got other stuff that we're going to have to do, but in time we'll be able to do our crafting through here. So that got us started on ME and got us a little bit of the way into ME. I'm going to have to decide where I want this and reset it up somewhere else. It might be in the basement. In all honesty, it might just be right here in front of the fountain, because I don't walk through the fountain to get to anything else, so I might just put it here. Still have chickens to breed, still have draconic energy storage, 2 more of them. We need to do tier 6 and tier 7, and I think that I'm going to do them tier 6 above the mob farm and tier 7 above our actual farms. And as you can see, all of this, wow, this one ended up with seeds. All of this is stopped because this became full. Now we can get a lot of those started again just by pulling out this inferium and putting it in zombie seeds, stone seeds, and putting it in this guy right here, because that's going to turn that inferium into insanium. With the seeds, I don't really want these in here. I'm going to lock them so that, and I'm going to take all of these up. It encroached and I didn't want it to. I'm going to pick up all of these and I'm going to put them in our seed reprocessor. I'm surprised that these ones at the edge of it were growing, because without water, and this only goes 4 across, these shouldn't be able to grow. Okay, they're not truly growing. But put these in our seed reprocessor and grab the components from them. Put those away in our... We can actually put them into our ME storage. These go here. These can go here, and then we can actually empty this into our ME storage, and use these essences to make other stuff now. And I say other stuff because some of them will combine with other essences to make things that aren't what you would normally see. I don't know if I have any wood planted. I don't see any wood in our chest here, so I'm going to guess that I don't have any planted out there. maybe we should correct that and plant some. Where would we put it? Wow, see, some of these have truly overtaken other areas. We're going to have to change this and only put what we want in here so that these stop becoming invasive. That is wood seed. So I do have wood seed. It's just not showing. And then I'm going to have to clean up these areas that we don't want other stuff. Like that one. But that's something that I'll have to do between episodes. For now, this is NHarmzWay Gaming, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed. Please consider subscribing, like it if you enjoyed. If you didn't enjoy, let me know why. Maybe it's something that I can correct. But that's all I have for today, and we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.